guys, so it is Shannon here, and I have gotten something new. I know that I'm trying to always get into something new, something cool, whatever. So I used to do Hunt a Killer, but the only problem with Hunt a Killer was it's kind of hard to make a video on it unless I'm going to go over all my theories and all the stuff that I discovered and all that cool things. So I stopped doing To Hunt a Killer because honestly it was a lot of time that you had to put into just doing research, investigating, and trying to figure out what the mystery was. Now don't get me wrong, I usually like doing that sort of thing, but I really didn't have the time for it. So To Hunt a Killer came out, the company that designed it, they have come out with another subscription box, which is more horror based, which I love horror movies. So this is called Empty Faces. So hopefully, I'm hoping that it's not going to be like a Hunt a Killer, and it's not going to be a mystery that you need to figure out and you need to solve. Now, To Hunt a Killer, I thought that they were actually originally... Yeah, they are. They're based out of Baltimore. So I live in Maryland, and, you know, so I pretty much get the packages relatively fast. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. This one is called The Woods. So this is supposed to be a horror-based package. Now this is episode 1. This month your package contains... Oh, so this is pretty cool. You know what's interesting? Is that I've got my Hunt a Killer book, and I just got a new horror book. You're not getting it. Riley, not right now. Alright, so that is the horror Empty Faces one. So let me see. Start here, Empty Faces.
Nice.
Alright, congratulations, Seeker. You are now an official member of the Empty Faces community. Now that you have received your first box, it's all up to you to seek out the evil that has been drawn to you. Here are some helpful hints. The experiment is episodic. Think of each box as a new episode, with each episode building up as the previous. This means that there will not be a final solution with each episode, but each box should provide more content and allow you to make the connections to the clues with each box. All packages lead to a big reveal in the season finale. Alright, so this sounds like it might be kind of like To Hunt a Killer. Alright, confused on how to begin, look at the resources, look for the encryption, puzzles, refer a friend and enter a $500 sweepstakes. Okay, so this is pretty much the good luck, welcome to this. And yeah, this is pretty much almost exactly like To Hunt a Killer. Alright, so... Oh, they got sage in here. That's pretty cool. Alright, so this is the envelope. Now, To Hunt a Killer, they used to have stickers on the envelopes, which actually correlated with the long of the storyline, but this doesn't look like it has that. Alright, I got some sage. You know, and I have gotten, it looks like, I'm trying to figure out what kind of stone this is. So, oh, it's all tangled up. Okay, but I got a necklace as well. I'm gonna say it's probably, I can't remember it right now, but there's a certain stone that's supposed to be like a protection stone. So I'm assuming to go along with what this storyline is, that this very well might possibly be the stone that's supposed to take in, there it goes, that grants protection. So, okay. Let's go into the box. Oh, good. It's code. So that is the first little thing that I opened. I'm assuming that I've got to look at it a certain way, and it will probably make a pattern that's going to mess with my head. Alright, let's open up the next one. Oh, this is a letter from the desk of Dr. Harold D. Oliver. Isabella seems to be maintaining a steady hold on life despite her general lack of function. I will continue to administer small doses of morphine for any pain that she might be experiencing. In the meantime, I will also continue daily visits to ensure proper monitoring of her condition. Isabella's condition must be kept secret until the time is right to inform others. No one wants nosy neighbors or at worst a panic. Hopefully we will see some degree of process in the coming months. I do not expect her to recover soon, but she must have a complete lifetime ahead of her. Grace has been made aware of the situation and seems to be to allow me to continue my work unimpeded. One hard copy of this report printed for Grace's records, and everything else is jumbled. Alright, it looks like it got caught in a printer or something, but I think that's how it's supposed to look. So, I mean, this company is really, really good with kind of setting the mood and getting everything in order for you to take and actually have a pretty decent, creepy storyline. Okay. Hello, stranger. You know what? I used to get letters like this for Hunt a Killer. You don't know me, but I met you once already. We were in a dream space together, and we were bathed in light that did not glare. You were like a lit candle, and neither did the wick burn nor wax melt. This is how I knew you would help us. You are the one to free my beloved granddaughter, Isabella. She was taken, you see. She was taken, broken, and delivered. Delivered almost to my door, dumped in the high grass outside, yet she's been captive in some invisible prison ever since. I tend to her daily needs, empty her chamber pots, and play my violin for her. The doctor visits to give her nutrition and puts drops in her eyes, but she doesn't eat whole food or drink water, and her eyes are red and dry and tired. She doesn't speak either, but I know she can see. She rests in her bedroom, staring out the woods. She used to spend so much time out there communicating with the wood spirits. She would leave messages in the trees using a language I don't know. She was such a sweet girl, so innocent, but that was taken away from her, and she was just a husk of who she is, or who she was. Read the doctor's opinion if you need to. I don't like asking for anything from a stranger in town, but he's all the health care we've got around here for what my remedies won't fix. Life in our quiet home in the woods has become awful, and the cycle of heartbreaks. Things have been steady like this for a month now, and I believe I know why. There is evil. There is evil in this world. It lurks in the places you cannot see. The women of my family have been sensitive to it for generations. We are sensitive to many things, but the most terrible of these is the faceless evil. It lives wherever power flows freely, and for this reason, I live away from lighting. I try to keep Isabella safe, but she wanted to see the world. I know a few trips in town would settle her curiosity, and she would be done with the notion. But looking at the pages of her diary, I know now how wrong I was. I've asked the doctor to make copies in town for me, so you can see for yourself. I know you can help us. I knew it in my dream. I want to meet you there. Take this moon pendant and wear it to bed. If you make a habit of it, it will become a ritual. No, thank you. It will become a ritual. And I believe that before long we might be able to commune in the dream space. In the meantime, you may learn something deeper about yourself from your dreams. I pray you will gain strength from whatever you find in your sleep. You will need strength. You will need all the help you can get. To start, you need to cleanse your dwelling of negative reminders and purify the air before you can help me. A fresh slate, you see. Follow my instructions. They are not written with our alphabet, but another that I was taught as a child. These characters have power when inked on a page. This ritual will protect you, at least in part, from the influences of the evil. It is not enough, I fear. The evil grows with my granddaughter's every breath, every heartbeat, may be in another step deeper into the abyss, that sinister menace. You will help, I know it, because you were shown to be to me. Bless. Grace you, Montgomery. Alright, so right here's the symbols. I'm probably going to have to look it up. I have a couple friends that have dabbled in Wiccan, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know if I've got any books on it, but I will have to look into it. And I might take and do a check-in. If you guys are interested, alright, I will do a check-in on what I find with these. But I gotta know that you guys are interested and you actually want to see videos of the updates. So if you're curious and if you want to know, just give me a heads up. Usually this Hunt-A-Killer box, or the people that have made Hunt-A-Killer, they have these little groups on Facebook that you can join that kind of gives you hints. But when I did that, I kind of felt a little let down because it was kind of things that I was figuring out on my own. I kind of had a lot of help with and figuring it with them, and then I kind of lost interest. So I'm not going to join any groups to take and get into these boxes. But what I am going to do is I'm going to figure out what these symbols are, because I got a big sheet which I'm assuming is my dwelling ritual. So I'm going to look up my dwelling ritual and figure what this says, decipher it, because it looks like a lot of symbols that I've seen in the past. Like I said, I have friends that are Wiccans, and I used to have some books that was like on Wiccan and witchcraft and all that stuff. So the intended showed me so many baby animals. I still don't understand how there can be so many of them. Who would ever have the time to watch them all? I know Granny will be cross with me for wasting a candle to stay up and write this, but I can never sleep after I've spent the day in town. I stopped today and looked at a shop window at a sign glowing all red and lovely, and when I got close I could see the light inside was something shivering and almost alive, but not like a flame at all. Whenever I think I'm growing used to it, town finds some new way to astound me. Kayla says it's nothing compared to the real city, but it's big to me. After I was done with the baking this morning, I went into town so I could charge my phone at the library and look at the computer until Kayla got out of school. I'm sorry if it looks like I'm reading a little bit difficult, but this is the stuff I'm literally trying to read, and yeah. Sad it was cute when I didn't know things. I wish she wouldn't talk that way, like there's something wrong with me. I told Kayla I wasn't feeling well, which was the truth. Which was true. The music was so loud I felt almost dizzy and that I should be getting home. I did feel better after a while out. I'm trying to find my spot now. I did feel better after a while out in the fresh air, though. Granny asked what was the matter. Was when I got home. I said I was fine because I knew she got that tight-lipped warning look, and I didn't feel like arguing. I know she only wants what's best for me, but it feels so unfair sometimes. There are so many things Kayla knows that everyone else but me knows. And I have so much to catch up on. It makes my heart race sometimes how fast and bright and big the world really is. And I could have lived my whole life never knowing any of it. The first time I saw the pale blue light of Kayla's phone, it was like the whole world rushed up to meet me. Everything all at once. I know Granny disapproved, but how could I turn away from this? Kayla says our project is actually getting some hits. I found it so frustrating that words develop these double meanings. I don't understand. Who decides that hits should mean any number of times someone has visited a website? It's a cruel word, and it simply doesn't make any sense. It's thrilling to think that complete strangers might really be reading what Kayla and I have wrote, but I'm nervous too. I'm not sure Granny would approve of sharing our practice this way, but Kayla says people are interested, and I don't see the harm. She even brought a new domain for our project, which KaylaBellaMagic.com. I like seeing our names together like that, as if we're making something all on our own. If we're truly going to embrace with our project, Kayla will need to learn about projection too. I, scribble, don't want anything to happen to her because of me. Things to look up so Kayla doesn't think I'm backwards. Low key / high key. It's lit. Keep it at 100. Fam. Bae. B-A-E. Do it for the what? I can't read that. And haters. Alright. So that is pretty much what came in this. So I've got to take and I've got to look up what the code is. I've got to try to figure out what this is. And I've got to do all this fun, thank goodness. So yeah, if you guys actually want updates on these, please let me know. And I will give you guys updates. I am going to try to look for a witch's alphabet or a Wiccan alphabet to take and figure out what this is. Like I said, if you guys want to continue hearing about these, like I said, you guys take and you guys help me out. When I take and I become stumped, I am going to make a video. Alright, I'm going to make a video. And I'm going to ask you guys for help. And if you guys have any kind of inside information or any advice, I will take it from you guys. Okay? But if I don't get anything, then I'll just try to eventually figure it out on my own. But I am trying to avoid going into the hunt-a-killer groups, because to me, they kind of just give it all out at once. And there's no mystery in figuring out what's going on. But I will see you guys on the next video if you guys are interested. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you later.
Bye, guys!
Bye, guys!